We speak student!
Of Mice and Men, a la Shmoop. You ever get the feeling you're in an unequal partnership? I gotta do everything around here. Find the next job, stop Lenny from drinking out of strange puddles. Heck, the big lug would probably forget to breathe if I didn't poke him every few minutes. Lenny smalls indeed. If he's small, then I'm the President of the United States. Hey, drop it. Sometimes that guy drives me crazy, obsessing over ketchup and then asking me to tell the same story for the 9 millionth time.
Hey, George, tell me about the rabbits.
Yeah, we'll get our own place. Yeah, we'll live off the fat of the land, and there will be lots of rabbits.
I like rabbits.
Now, who am I kidding? Even though he's a pain in the backside, I just can't stay angry at Lenny. Maybe I'll even get him a rabbit. I'm not sure if I like the new gig yet. Bucking barley is hard work, and it also sounds like slang for throwing up. The company sure leaves something to be desired, too. There's Candy, the handless wonder, and his stinky dog, and the Charming Carlson, who disliked the stinky dog enough to volunteer for shooting duty. What is this, Old Yeller? Crooks is always grumpy just because he's a friendless cripple who lives next to the manure pile and gets picked on because he's black. He doesn't even appreciate his awesome nickname, because he has a crooked spine. Get it? What a whiner. Then there's the boss's son, Curly, who sadly is nothing like the stooge. He's a little like Mo, I guess. They both have bad hair and anger management issues. Curly's married, too. Well, how do I describe his wife? She's like a small-town Marilyn Monroe if Marilyn had married the wrong guy and become a malevolent, soulless harpy. I don't know that woman's name, but I know her middle name, Trouble. She's totally boy crazy, which is a very bad thing when your husband's a jealous professional boxer. Champ or no, he sure made a mistake picking a fight with Lenny. Curly almost had to change his name to Stumpy. Luckily, my buddy Slim convinced Curly to zip his lip about the smushed hand incident, and getting that wise guy to shut up about anything is a pretty good trick. I'm starting to change my mind about Candy, too, now that he isn't stinking up the place with that dog. He found out about our dream of starting a rabbit-friendly farm, and it turned out the old dude has a chunk of change stored up. Now, if I can just keep Lenny out of trouble long enough to save a bit more, we might be living on Easy Street pretty soon. Or maybe not. Lenny just killed another one. Except this time it's not a mouse, it's a lady. And guess who? Curly's gonna go off his rocker. Slim took me aside and made some good points about Lenny's future. Either my best buddy's going down under Curly's gun, or it's straitjackets and the booby house for him. Lenny's no hardened criminal, and I don't think they allow pets in the mental asylum. I guess I know what I gotta do. Field mice everywhere can breathe a big sigh of relief, but I'll never look at a rabbit the same way again.
Hey, George, tell me about the rabbits. George, will there be rabbits?